If you love cold, creamy summer desserts but your stomach can't handle dairy, you know the struggle of finding something that actually hits the spot. But these dairy-free versions are so rich and satisfying that no one at your picnic will even notice the swap. One of my favorite tricks in this roundup uses frozen bananas to create a texture that's smoother than any store-bought ice cream. Stick around because I'm sharing 18 ideas that make summer entertaining completely stress-free. Whether you're hosting a backyard barbecue or just craving a cool treat after a hot day, these recipes are designed to please everyone. Think creamy coconut pops, fluffy mango M. Let's kick things off with a super creamy coconut mango sorbet that tastes like pure summer in a bowl. This one is perfect for those scorching days when you need something cold, fruity, and completely dairy-free. All you have to do is blend frozen mango chunks with a splash of full-fat coconut milk and a little lime juice until silky smooth. No ice cream maker needed here, just a good blender and a few minutes of patience. Pour the mixture into a loaf pan, freeze it until firm, and you've got a dessert that's both vibrant and refreshing. If you want a lower fat option, swap the coconut milk for a lighter coconut cream or even oat milk. Every spoonful feels like a tropical escape, and it's so simple, you'll make it on repeat. Now, let's move on to another creamy treat that uses a surprise ingredient for its velvety texture. This next dessert is a chocolate avocado mousse that will honestly blow your mind. It's rich, decadent, and completely free of any dairy, eggs, or heavy cream. You just toss ripe avocado, cocoa powder, a little maple syrup, and a splash of vanilla into a food processor. Blend it all together until it's luxuriously smooth, and you'll never guess the base ingredient. The avocado gives it that thick, silky consistency that traditional mousse gets from eggs and cream. For a fun twist, add a pinch of cinnamon or a few drops of peppermint extract for a different flavor profile. It's the kind of dessert that feels indulgent, but leaves you feeling great, not weighed down. From one creamy dream to another, let's look at a grilled option that brings out summer's best. Had you ever tried grilling your fruit for dessert? These grilled peaches with a dollop of coconut cream are a game changer. They work beautifully for summer gatherings because they look fancy but come together in under 10 minutes. Cut ripe peaches in half, remove the pits, and place them cut side down on a hot grill. Let them char just enough to get those beautiful grill marks and a slight caramelization. While they cook, whip up a quick coconut cream by chilling a can of full-fat coconut milk and beating the solid part until fluffy. You can sweeten the cream with a little agave or add a splash of vanilla for extra flavor. The warm, juicy peaches paired with a cool, airy cream make every bite feel like a celebration. Now, let's switch gears to a no-bake pie that's tangy, creamy, and completely dairy-free. This lineup of dairy-free summer desserts has so many possibilities for you to explore. I would love to hear which one catches your eye first for a hot day. Do you lean toward a cool pudding or a frozen bite instead? Drop a comment below and let us know your top pick from this collection. It is always fun to see what flavors you are excited about. While you are here, go ahead and give the video a like if these ideas help spark some inspiration. And if you have not yet subscribed, consider joining the tribe so you never miss another roundup like this. Stick around because there is plenty more good stuff coming up next. This no-bake key lime pie is the kind of dessert that disappears before you can even slice a second piece. It's ideal for hot days because you don't have to turn on the oven, and it's packed with bright citrus flavor. The crust is simply crushed graham crackers mixed with melted coconut oil and a touch of maple syrup. For the filling, blend soaked cashews with lime juice, a little honey or sugar, and some coconut cream until perfectly smooth. Pour it over the crust, chill for a few hours, and you've got a pie that slices cleanly and tastes like a tropical vacation. If you're nut-free, you can replace the cashews with silken tofu for a similar creamy texture. Each bite is cool, tangy, and refreshing, exactly what you want after a salty summer meal. Staying in the citrus lane, let's look at a frozen granita that's almost too easy to believe. This watermelon lime granita is one of the simplest dairy-free desserts you'll ever make, and it's incredibly refreshing. It's perfect for when you want something icy but not as heavy as ice cream or sorbet. Just blend fresh watermelon chunks with lime juice and a little sugar or agave until it's completely liquid. Pour the mixture into a shallow dish and pop it into the freezer. Every 30 minutes or so, scrape it with a fork to create those fluffy, icy crystals. For an extra pop of flavor, toss in some chopped mint leaves before freezing, or use a pinch of salt to balance the sweetness. It's light, hydrating, and so easy that kids can help make it. Now, let's move on to a frozen pop that's creamy, fruity, and perfect for cooling down. These coconut lime creamsicles are basically summer on a stick, and they're completely dairy-free. They're great for afternoons at the pool or as a healthy treat that still feels like a real popsicle. Start by blending full-fat coconut milk with lime zest, lime juice, and a touch of honey or maple syrup. Pour the mixture into popsicle molds and freeze until solid, usually about 4 to 6 hours. The result is a creamy, tangy pop that's not too sweet and has a perfect balance of tropical and citrus flavors. You can also layer in some fresh mango puree for a two-tone look and extra fruitiness. These are so satisfying and make you feel like you're indulging without any of the dairy guilt. There are so many ways to keep cool with dairy-free desserts, and we've got plenty more ideas coming up. Next up, we have a raspberry coconut chia pudding that feels like dessert for breakfast or a snack any time of day. This one is perfect for summer because it's made ahead and chilled. so you can grab it when the heat hits. You just whisk together coconut milk, a little maple syrup, and chia seeds, then stir in some fresh raspberries. Let it sit in the fridge for a few hours or overnight, and the chia seeds work their magic to create a thick, creamy texture. The raspberries break down slightly, giving the whole thing a beautiful pink swirl and a tart, sweet flavor. If you want extra protein, you can blend in a scoop of dairy-free protein powder before chilling. This pudding feels like a treat, but also keeps you full and refreshed, which is always a win in the summer. Now, let's move on to a frozen dessert that's a little more indulgent, but still completely dairy-free. Banana ice cream is one of those genius desserts that honestly tastes like real ice cream without any dairy or added sugar. It works beautifully for this video because it's so simple and perfect for hot days when you want something cold and creamy. You just freeze ripe bananas, then blend them until they turn silky smooth like soft serve. For the chocolate chunks, you can chop up a dairy-free dark chocolate bar and fold it right into the blended banana. The chocolate bits stay firm and add little bursts of richness that balance the banana's sweetness. A fun twist is to add a spoonful of peanut butter or a splash of vanilla extract for extra flavor. People love how this feels like a total indulgence when it's actually just fruit and chocolate. Let's keep that frozen vibe going with another refreshing treat that's a little bit different. Looking for even more recipes beyond this set of dairy-free summer desserts? Head over to www.healthybitestribe.com for a whole world of options. That site makes it easy to find dishes that fit your specific food allergies or dietary goals. You can use the AI recipe generator to create something new from what you have in your pantry. The meal planner helps you organize a whole week of allergy-friendly meals in minutes. Save your favorite recipes and share them with family and friends right from the platform. It is a practical tool for anyone who wants to cook healthier without the guesswork. Give it a visit whenever you want to keep your kitchen full of foods you can truly enjoy. These coconut milk popsicles with strawberry and basil are the kind of dessert that makes you feel fancy without any fuss. They're ideal for summer parties or just a quiet afternoon because they're creamy, fruity, and completely dairy-free. You blend coconut milk with fresh strawberries and a few basil leaves until smooth, then pour the mixture into popsicle molds. The basil adds a subtle herbal note that keeps the sweetness from being too one-note. After a few hours in the freezer, you get popsicles that are creamy, not icy, thanks to the coconut milk. If basil isn't your thing, you can swap in mint or leave it out altogether for a straight strawberry flavor. These popsicles are so refreshing and pretty that they disappear fast, especially on a sticky summer evening. Next, we have a chilled dessert that's more of a spoonable treat with a nutty twist. A dairy-free panna cotta might sound tricky, but it's actually super easy when you use almond milk and a little agar-agar. This dessert works great for summer because it's light, silky, and can be made ahead for effortless entertaining. You heat almond milk with a bit of sugar and vanilla, then whisk in agar-agar until it dissolves. Pour it into small cups or ramekins and let it set in the fridge for about an hour until it's firm but still jiggly. For the compote, you simmer fresh or frozen berries with a splash of lemon juice until they break down into a syrupy sauce. Spoon the compote over the panna cotta just before serving, and it's a beautiful contrast of creamy and tart. People always think this looks like something from a fancy restaurant, yet it's so simple to pull off at home. We're almost halfway through our lineup, so let's look at another no-bake option that's perfect for when you need a quick fix. These no-bake cocoa energy bites are more of a grab-and-go dessert that feels like a cheat but is totally wholesome. They're perfect for summer because they don't require any oven time and they keep well in the fridge for a week. You just mix together oats, cocoa powder, almond butter, a little maple syrup, and shredded coconut until everything sticks. Roll the mixture into small balls and pop them in the fridge to firm up for about 20 minutes. The cocoa gives them a rich chocolatey taste while the almond butter keeps them moist and satisfying. If you're nut-free, you can use sunflower seed butter instead, and they'll still taste amazing. These bites are great for when you want a little chocolate fix without making a whole production in the kitchen. For our final dish before the grand finale, let's go back to something frozen and fruity. This lemon blueberry coconut ice cream is bright, creamy, and everything you want on a hot summer day. It fits our theme perfectly because it uses coconut cream as a base and fresh fruit for natural sweetness. You blend coconut cream with lemon juice, lemon zest, and a little honey or agave until smooth. Swirl in a homemade blueberry sauce made by simmering blueberries until they burst, then let the mixture chill. Pour it into a loaf pan and freeze it, stirring once or twice as it sets to keep it creamy instead of icy. For a vegan version, you can use maple syrup instead of honey, and it'll taste just as bright. People love how the tart lemon balances the sweet blueberry, making each scoop feel fresh and balanced. Up next, we've got one more dessert that will pull everything together and leave you craving more all season. Yours is in scene 13, no churn coconut chocolate swirl ice cream. This next one is pure summer indulgence without any heavy dairy. A coconut milk base gives it that rich, creamy texture while keeping things totally plant-based. You simply whip chilled full-fat coconut milk until it's light and fluffy, then fold in a little maple syrup and vanilla. For the swirl, melt some dairy-free dark chocolate with a splash of coconut oil, then drizzle it right into the coconut mixture. A gentle fold creates beautiful ribbons of chocolate throughout the creamy base. If you want a minty twist, add a few drops of peppermint extract to the chocolate before swirling. This no-churn ice cream comes together in minutes and tastes like a fancy treat from a parlor. Up next is a crunchy, cold snack that doubles as a dessert. Scene 14, dairy-free strawberry coconut yogurt bark. This frozen yogurt bark is about as easy as summer desserts get. It's perfect for hot afternoons when you want something cool, fruity, and completely dairy-free. Start by spreading your favorite dairy-free coconut yogurt onto a parchment-lined baking sheet. Top it generously with sliced fresh strawberries, a drizzle of honey, and a sprinkle of unsweetened shredded coconut. Freeze it for a couple of hours until firm, then break it into pieces like bark. You can swap strawberries for raspberries, or add chopped dark chocolate for extra richness. Each bite is crisp, creamy, and bursting with berry flavor. Our next dish takes that same coconut base and turns it into a handheld popsicle. Scene 15, Mango Coconut Chia Popsicles. These mango coconut chia popsicles bring a tropical twist to your freezer stash. They're packed with real fruit and healthy fats, making them a guilt-free way to beat the heat. Blend ripe mango chunks with coconut milk until smooth, then stir in a spoonful of chia seeds. Pour the mixture into popsicle molds and let them set for at least 4 hours. The chia seeds create a fun, slightly chewy texture that keeps you coming back for more. For a tangy pop, add a squeeze of lime juice before blending. These are creamy, refreshing, and far better than anything from a store. Next, we're turning a classic mint chip flavor into a smooth, dairy-free ice cream. Scene 16, Creamy Cashew Mint Chip Ice Cream. This cashew mint chip ice cream is a total game changer for anyone avoiding dairy. Soaked cashews blend into an incredibly silky base that mimics traditional ice cream perfectly. Just blend soaked cashews with coconut milk, maple syrup, and fresh mint leaves until completely smooth. Then fold in dark chocolate chips or cacao nibs for that classic crunch. Pour the mixture into a loaf pan and freeze until firm, stirring once halfway through. You can use peppermint extract instead of fresh mint if you want a stronger, candy-like flavor. The result is a cool, creamy scoop that feels like a total upgrade. Let's keep that chocolate theme going with a bite-sized no-bake dessert. Scene 17, No-Bake Lemon Coconut Cream Pie Bites. These no-bake lemon coconut cream pie bites are bright, zesty, and perfectly bite-sized. They capture all the flavor of a classic cream pie without any eggs or dairy. Start with a simple crust made from crushed dates, unsweetened coconut, and a pinch of salt. Press that into mini muffin tins, then spoon a filling of blended cashews, lemon juice, maple syrup, and coconut cream on top. Chill until set, then garnish with a tiny curl of lemon zest. For extra tang, add a little lemon zest directly into the filling before blending. These little bites taste like sunshine and are great for sharing at a summer picnic. We'll wrap things up with one final frosty dessert that's pure simplicity. Easy ADS. Easy S Scene 18, Dairy-Free Blackberry Coconut Sorbet. This blackberry coconut sorbet is the perfect way to close out our dairy-free summer dessert lineup. It's naturally sweet, intensely fruity, and needs only a handful of ingredients. Simply simmer fresh or frozen blackberries with a little maple syrup until they burst, then blend them with full-fat coconut milk. Pour the mixture into a shallow dish and freeze, scraping with a fork every half hour until fluffy. The coconut milk adds richness while keeping the sorbet dairy-free and creamy. You can swap blackberries for any berry you love, like mixed berries or even cherries. Each spoonful is like a cool, fruity cloud that melts on your tongue. I hope these dairy-free desserts bring you plenty of sweet, refreshing moments all summer long. We have wrapped up 18 delicious dairy-free summer desserts that are perfect for the warm months ahead. Feel free to pick and choose the ideas that fit your tastes, dietary needs, or whatever ingredients you have on hand. I hope this collection sparks some new ideas for your next sunny afternoon treat. If you enjoyed this roundup, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more helpful recipe ideas. Also, don't miss the full library of options waiting for you over at www.healthybitestribe.com. That site includes an AI recipe generator, a meal planner, and tools to save and share your favorite dishes. Our community chat is also a great place to connect with others who cook with dietary restrictions or healthier swaps. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderfully sweet and refreshing summer.